Some of our clients were telling us that their mentorship programs weren't working. So even if they had like a mentor tool in there and all the members were actually like uploaded, they were signed up, the relationship between the mentors and the mentees like wasn't just building. They were not connecting for whatever reason. And I was like, so what's going wrong? Then I realized, like a lot of the mentees nowadays are actually like Gen Z and Millennials, and the people who are in this new generation, like they actually like want a more shorter commitment, shorter engagement, right? So a year-long mentorship program or like even like a few months of mentorship may not actually work out for them. So I was thinking like, why are some of our client organizations like so engaged and some are not? So I was like talking to many associations and I found a pattern. What I found is that the associations that were actually like mostly engaged, like they actually had a community manager in their discussion forum. So what was happening is that like whenever someone would actually post a question on their platform, the community manager would come and see who are the other people who might know about this topic, and the community manager would write a post here saying like write a reply that, hey Bob and Harry, I noticed that like you know about this area and this member has a question, can you please like jump in and help out? And the community manager would tag those members as well. So with that, the other two members who are probably very busy and they were not like sitting here watching the community discussion in general, they get notified by the community manager and they jump back in and they actually engage in the discussion. So we found that whenever there was a community manager that was driving this connection between the community post and the members, those were thriving. There were so many connections that were happening on the community platform. So that made me think like, yeah, I think we can automate this with AI. And that's what we did. So we launched something called Expert Connections AI. So what it does, so we have an AI doing the work of the community manager right now on our platform on Member Lounge. So whenever a member posts a question, with AI, we find who are the most likely people to know about this topic and we notify them directly, right? Your members are probably busy professionals. They are doing their work like every single day. They're busy doing their own work. They're not sitting watching this content. They're not sitting watching a discussion forum. But with this connection, Expert Connections AI, we can cut through the noise and we can tag the member with the right content. So this way, we're sending the right content to the right member at the right time. So here, what is happening? When you actually post this question, number one, we're notifying the experts who know about this topic and they get notified. They actually like see the email and they click on the link and they jump back in and they help out the original poster in this forum, right? But the other thing that is happening is that like the member who's actually like who posted the question, they can click on our experts tab and it pops up who are the members who were actually notified, who were actually tagged in this discussion, right? And these are the members who were tagged as experts in this post. And what the member can do, even if the experts do not reply, the original author can find out who are the experts using the experts tab and they can send them a direct message. They can send them a DM and they can get connected. How amazing is that? Isn't this a wonderful world to live in today, right? A wonderful time to live in today. So this way, we're actually creating connections in two levels. We're connecting a meaningful content to a member who's otherwise busy, maybe a busy professional, a healthcare professional, or anyone else, right? We're connecting this good content with the member, but we're also connecting a member with a mentorship opportunity. And this on-demand, on-the-fly mentorship is working much, much better than long-term mentorships, right? And these are the associations that are actually seeing a lot of engagement in their community where the connections are like instant, they're dynamic, right? And they're kind of like connecting with the mentors like only when they have a need, not a long-term like commitment or anything. The mentor doesn't have to kind of commit to like hours and hours and whatnot, and the mentee doesn't actually have to like sit there and then like go through like a whole mentorship session. When they have a question, they post the question and we connect like the right expert who knows about that question and we get the question answered. So this type of mentorship is working out like much, much better than long form mentorship today.